Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we successfully complete our sailor logging and then logout functionality, right? After that logging, you are able to access that dashboard. Now I want to complete that sailor register. Okay, I have already done the same things for the admin, so that will be just like that same. Like first of all, that is our sailor logging page here. That is one of the route before I have created for the admin. Now I want to do, if you go, that is our sailor logging page, right? If you go to the sailor folder and there is our sailor logging. Into the sailor logging, there have one of the link. There is one of the link as a admin register, right? There is the admin register. Now we're going to change it as a sailor register. So now this step of one of the route I want to create. Only we have to load one of the page. I copy it, and now in our web, into the web register, I will have done the same things. That will be our route name as a sailor register, right? And then that will be our URL as a sailor and then register, which is totally fine. Now in our sailor controller, I want to create one of the method as a sailor register. Okay, I simply copy paste it. So that will be our method name. I want to create this method in our sailor controller. Now go there, and after this I simply created, that will be loaded only on the view file. I created as a public and then function and then our method. Okay, here I'm going to load one of the return view. That is return one of the view file. A return view will be is a sailor folder. Here I want to create one of the new file as a register underscore I'll make it as a sailor underscore register, right? There is a sailor logging, but I want to make it as a sailor underscore register. So this type of the page now we have to create, right? Simple work. Now I copy it and then I paste it. I have already done the same things for the admin. If you go, you can see before I have already loaded this part. Now I have already created that sailor folder. Now I have to create this sailor register. In our sailor folder, I want to create another new file. Click as a save as, name it as a sailor register.blade.php. Okay, now simply create it. And that will be just like same, because I am actually using the same template. So in our admin, there is an admin register. I copy everything from here, and now in our sailor, there is a sailor register. Here I paste it. Okay. Only I am to want to update that our title will be as a sailor. Okay, sailor easy learning. Great. So everything is great. Everything will be same. I have already done it for the admin. Here we don't need to change anything. Okay, everything will be same. Only our that is our action will be changed. That will be as a sailor. Okay, I name it as a sailor register create. And CSRF token post will be same, username, that is input field name. Great, everything is same. I have already done that same things for our admin, so now they have no worry about it. So now I'm done to copy this route. I copy it. Now go to our web route. Into the web route, before you can see I have already created it. So that will be as a sailor register. I name it as a, right now our URL will be as a sailor register create. Now in our sailor controller, I want to create one of the method as a sailor register. Okay, and simply create it. Now I want to create this method. I copy it better in our admin controller. I want to copy it. Okay, the same things actually. I copy this total method, and now in our sailor controller here, after this I paste it. Okay, great. And now we have to change that our method name right now as a sailor register. I simply loaded this sailor register, which is totally fine. Now we have to access our model, right? Our model, if you want to access, first of all we have to use it. So that will be as a use, and then that is in our app, backslash the models, and then backslash, and then that will be as a sailor. You can see there is a sailor suggested. Right, now into the sailor area I want to insert, right, because that is our which table, that is our sailor table. Here I want to do and to insert this data. So that will be our sailor model. Now with this model I want to do and to insert that name. I want to insert that email address, that is our requested name, requested email address. Password will be changed, that is a hash password, and carbon, right? If you use that carbon, if you use that hash also, both of this we have to load in here better from our admin controller. I want to take it. That will be same. I copy it and then here I paste it. Great. Now I loaded that hash, I loaded that carbon. Okay friend, so now our next work is I have already done. Everything will be same. It will be inserted everything. It will be returned redirect to our logging page. For the sailor logging, I name this as a sailor logging form. I copy it, then that will be as a sailor logging form. Okay, that will be the sailor logging form with error message as a sailor created. Okay, sailor created successfully. This type of the message, then that will be display. Okay friends, so that's all you have to do. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all, and now if you go on to refresh it, so for this access that sailor that is here, I have already put that one of the action. If you click as a create new account, yes, you can see it's now redirected to our sailor register. Now I want to create another new sailor as a Kazi. I name it here as a Kazi, sailor. I name it as a Kazi sailor. That is our username. I name it as a sailor. Okay, sailor @gmail.com. Udemy 12345. Password Udemy 12345. If everything okay, now that should be redirected to a logging page fast, right? You can also redirect it to the dashboard page. Here I have only you have to change that route name. Route name will be changed as a sailor dashboard. Okay, right now I am going to check it at a time. Now click as a sign up. Now let's check this out. Yes, you can see it's successfully created. That is a sailor created successful. So now if you want to log in with our new user, if you go to the database, click as a browse, you can see there is a new one is successfully inserted as email and the name and then password. Now to log in with this sailor, I copy it. Now here that will be as a sailor, and I want to put the password as a Udemy 12345. Now if everything okay, it should be inserted this sailor. Now click as a enter. Yes, you can see the sailor logging successful, logging sailor name as a Kazi sailor, and then sailor@gmail.com. Okay friend, how much easily we complete this part, I hope is very much clear to you. Okay, so now if you from here, if you want to log out, you can log out, and that is a sailor logout successful. If you want to access that admin, okay, admin, there is admin logging. For the admin, I have created the email as a admin@gmail.com and password as a Udemy 12345. Now logging. Yes, successfully we are logging in our admin dashboard, which is totally fine. And from here, if you click as a logout, our admin logout successful, and there is a default one as a logging, that is which I have created by the our breeze. So there is a breeze, there is a user. I have created another user, that will be user@gmail.com, password Udemy 12345 maybe, right? Now click as a login. Successfully logging with the user, log out, successfully log out with the user. Okay friend, how much easily you can create that multi-authentication system. I hope friend now that should be very much easy to you. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.